Hey guys, so I'm here with Charlie and I'm going to be doing a questions tag, 15 questions by My Sweet Cupcake, and we're also going to change Miss Charlie, who has a hair raising experience right now because she's been playing with my sister. We're going to change her into green for Mental Illness Month. I've been seeing a few people do this, so I thought that I would put the two together. Now I do have to point out that I'm waiting for a phone call, so my phone is on and it's also in my hand because I need to read the questions. So let's get cracking. So the first question is, when you are leaving the house, what is the one thing you cannot do without? So for me that is my phone. I know I'm pretty bad, guys. I can't go anywhere without my phone. I can't even go to my own bed without my phone. Like, I have to check my phone before I go to bed. It's just ridiculous. But if I was to put technology aside, the only other thing that I seem to take out more now than I used to, like I never ever took out before, because I'd always buy one when I was out, or like it was just not something I did. But since changing my diet, I have now almost succeeded in doing 90 days of just pure water or the odd juice or the odd milk drink. But I used to drink soda predominantly, so I've gone almost 90 days. On the 24th it will be 90 days, so I'm really proud of myself. But now, ever since I've noticed that I drink more, because water is delicious to me and I don't know why I didn't make this change ages ago, I always go out with water now. It doesn't matter if I'm going to an appointment or out to the shops, I always just take water with me. So I'm really glad that I do that, because definitely keeping myself hydrated and keeping myself healthier. So I'm really glad that I made that change. But otherwise, yeah, unfortunately it's my phone that I can't go anywhere without. Okay, so the next question is, I have to keep logging into my phone. When was the last time you really cried? I'm gonna say, well, recently I cried because my dog, she is unwell and I'm really worried about her, and she's old, so I don't really want to make that hard decision yet, but I will if she's suffering. And I cried really badly over that, and I cried for more than one day. Like, I had one really bad cry, but then I would just think about it and just tear up. So, gosh, your hair is so bad. I would tear up thinking about it. So I've cried over that. But the last time I really truly cried hard was after watching The Princess and the Frog, because it touched me really, like, quite a lot. It was quite sad. And then the time before that I can think of, so there's 3 times that I've cried really hard lately. And the time before that was when I lost my guinea pig Topaz. So, and I still am really sad about that. In fact, today, 7 years ago today, I brought her home. So it's a bit hard for me today to think about her. But I'm very glad that she's no longer in pain, and I had her for 6 years, so she would have been 7. She was just about 7 before she passed on, before Christmas last year. So yes, this is so awkward, changing a baby and answering questions at the same time. Normally I already have them changed. So number 3, what is the best memory that makes you smile when you think about it? So any memory with my dad. I think my favourite memory still is that Christmas we had with Dad before he passed on. He hadn't spent Christmas Day with us for a very long time, so I think that was it. And Charlie's not even looking at the camera. Sorry guys. It's a bit hard when she's a speak and we're trying to aim the camera at her. Oops. Sorry guys, my phone's just going to keep making noises. Recent obsession. I have this really weird obsession with DIY. So I will sit there on YouTube and watch people strip furniture back and then do it up themselves. Bella, stop. No. And yeah, so I've been watching a lot of that. I think that'd probably be my biggest obsession right now, is watching DIY videos. I really want to make a DIY, like I want to do it myself, but that'll have to wait till I can afford to. I've got a dresser that I really want to change though. What is your greatest fear? Mine is losing another person in my family and being alone. So I like to be alone in my own space and in my own time, but being alone for good would probably be very hard for me to deal with. And losing another person, so to the point that my mum hates that I'm this paranoid. She can go out, and if she's like 15 minutes late, I will be on the phone asking where she is, because if you don't know and you haven't followed my story, my dad was killed in a car accident, and so ever since then, whenever my mum goes out somewhere and she's not home in time, or when my best friend's out and she's taking too long, I'll try to get contact with them, because I'll be starting to panic and I just can't help it. I try to explain to myself that it's okay, people can go out, but I just can't handle it. What illness do you suffer from daily? So I suffer from anxiety, which is pretty obvious with my last statement. I wouldn't call it an illness per se, but I have a disability. My leg just creaked. I have a really bad knee, and it goes out whenever it wants to, so it does stop me from living a normal life, but I try my best not to get too upset about it. Number 7, what is your favourite car? So my favourite car would have to be the Suzuki Swift, because they come in just about every colour that you can find, and they're just literally everywhere all over the roads here in New Zealand, so I'm always like, I want one, because they're so cool. But the problem is, I wouldn't know what colour I want. So, first world problems. What car did you drive when you were 16? Or your first car? So, I am late to get my license. I am still actually on my learners because I am too scared to go. This is so pathetic. I am too scared to go and sit the exam with another person in the car with me. I'm by no means dangerous at driving. I've been driving now for 3.5 years on my learners, and I drive better than my best friend. She has admitted that, and she has a full license. So, yeah, I love to drive, but I am still not on my full license, which I really need to do. But I get quite anxious just thinking about it. So, yeah. My first car was, we had a minivan thing. What are they called? A Lasida, I think. I can't remember what it was, but it was my mum's car that I very first learnt to drive in while I had my license. Before that, I've driven in just about every car we've had around the ponies, paddocks and stuff. My dad used to give me lessons in his car on the back roads when I was 18, and his car, I don't even remember what it was, but I know that it was gold. I'm not really huge into cars either, so. Number 9, if you could turn back time, what would you change? Well, obviously I would change my dad's death. That's the hugest thing, but I try to live my life believing everything happens for a reason. I have no idea why my dad had to die, but that's how I try to live my life as much as I can. So, probably the other thing that I would change is that I would try to be more social when I was in high school. I had this huge belief that we were there to learn and learn only, and I didn't socialise, so I missed out on a lot of things, and I have suffered since that, so I don't have very good skills with other people. I'm really good with friends, and I make friends easily, and I can talk to people, but I'm not the type of person that likes to do social things. So I'm a homebody. I like to stay home, and a lot of my friends over the years don't understand that, so they kind of have, I haven't put in the effort. So yeah, So I'd like to change that probably as to when I was in high school, to have been more open to the idea of making friends and going out places with them and stuff. Who has made a major impact on your life? So my parents, definitely, and my nana. Hang on. Isabel! Stop! Hey, come here. So, yeah. My parents and my grandmother, my nana, are the most important people to me, and they've made the most impact. My parents split when I was 14, and that was when I really started to get to know my dad properly. I don't know why we weren't close when we lived together, because we're quite alike, but definitely gave me the opportunity to know him more, and his his influence and stuff like that really impacted who I was from that age onwards. My mum has always been a huge support to me, and I still have her in my daily life, so that's really awesome. But my nana, who passed away before my parents split, was hugely important to me as a child, and I couldn't be here without the life lessons that she taught me. So, number 11, what did you want to be when you grew up? So, when I was younger, I wanted to be a veterinarian because I loved animals, and then I wanted to do like riding, like teach people how to ride and stuff, because I own horses. But I actually, yeah, the next question ties into that. It's what have you done most as a profession? So I actually went to university to get a degree to become a teacher, but because of my knee, that has really made it very difficult for me to get into a role where I'd predominantly have to stand in front of a class, and so I have to change kind of that thought. I also wanted to be an author. I forgot to mention that. Really want to be an author because I write, but yeah, I have a degree in history and creative writing, and I don't use it. The most I've done is customer service, but currently I do not work there, apart from doing Reborns, due to my injury. So yeah, number 12. What? Oh no, I just answered that one. What? Number 13. What was your most embarrassing moment recently? Honestly, can't think of one. So yeah, I don't have one right now. Number 14. What is your best quality? I think it's my persistence. So when everyone else would give up, I would just keep going, which can be kind of frustrating. And I'm the type of person that will do something to the end if I can. So I think that is very helpful for a person, especially who has anxiety and stuff. Being persistent is hard. So yeah, I'm stubbornly persistent when it comes to some things. And being persistent helps other people as well, like because of the way that I am, I can help people, and I'd really like to help people. Even if I'm tired, I will still carry on because I know it's helping other people. So yeah. What at your age, what is the greatest lesson you have learned in life? Is the last question, number 15. And the greatest lesson I have learned is you reap the rewards of what you've earned. So basically, if you work hard enough, then you will see results in the way that you want to see them. If you don't work hard enough, then it's all on you. Like, yes, life throws us obstacles and hurdles that we never expect to have, but if you work hard enough to overcome them, or at least challenge them every day, then you will see positivity around you. It's really difficult for me. I have to challenge myself every day because of my anxiety. So yeah, I think it's really good to live by that rule, is what you sow is what you reap kind of attitude. So thank you guys for watching this. I'm now going to go find a brush for Charlie's hair because it's so messy. I didn't realise my sister had played that rough with her. And I trust that you all will try this tag, and also I trust that you will, I'll just slide her up. You will try out the green for this month for mental illness. A lot of us have met someone who suffers from mental illness or does suffer from it themselves, and it's not something to be ashamed of. We should celebrate it, so everyone can feel that positivity. So thank you guys for watching this, and I will talk to you real soon. Bye! I just wanted to show you guys really quickly how Jersey's sleeping. She's gotten so big, and she's been out to it this whole time. I think that's the quietest she's ever been in a video before. So yeah, I just thought I'd show that.